desire for a lot more network?
I wouldn't call it a sticking point, Kirk. We need to evaluate what we would be giving up and what we would be gaining. Certainly, one thing we would be giving up is the fact that we currently retain our television rights, as does every other school in the Big 12. That allows those schools to, I think, better exploit what we call the Tier 3 local rights, especially in some of the Olympic sports. That is of value, I believe, to all or at least most of the Big 12 schools. That's not true in most conferences. So that was certainly a cost to us. We knew that going into any discussions was that they were a conference that owned the television rights. The Pac-10 was. So that we understood that was an issue for them. Then the question is, our evaluation of the value we would have in return, not by a different deal with the Pac-10, but just evaluating the value going forward with the Pac-10. So certainly the television network was an issue, but it wasn't as though that was a negotiation sticking point. It was a cost for us to enter the Pac-10.
Where do you stand with the volleyball network? Is this something that's getting closer to fruition? Ready to launch something anytime soon?
We've worked on that for probably 2 years now and are in a good place. We have some options with it. We stopped moving forward on it when we got into the conversations about conferences, and now we're in a position where we can continue to look at that and move forward.
Loss, when does this new television package start? Does it start in 11? And how long does it go, this long-term commitment?
Well, that's a conference conversation between the networks and Dan Beebe. I followed that through yesterday, and bottom line, the Big 12's TV packages are going to be every bit as good as any other package at any other conference in the nation. And the Fox agreement, cable agreement, runs 2 more years, and then with the option to extend 4 more. The ABC ESPN contract goes through 2016. ABC ESPN were very, very helpful yesterday. That's a question you can talk to Dan Beebe about, Commissioner Beebe about. But ABC ESPN been very helpful in all of this, and we feel very good about the TV part of it.
So, Ross, why does the value go up, though, when you lose 2 schools that other conferences want?
That's a question that you would ask the networks. They're the ones that are providing the revenues for this. But
They told you, though, why the value is up.
say it again.
I'm sure they told you why the value is up.
I'm not in the discussions with the networks and the commissioner. The commissioners kept us informed on it. But I know this. I know that we are in good shape on the television side. And but before, while I'm at the mic here, I want to say through this process, which has been a good experience for all of us, I want to thank our coaches, and a lot of them are here, have been really, really helpful to Chris, President Powers, and me. Our staff has been terrific, worked hard, did a great job getting us information. This has been a good team effort. I feel good about the process. I feel good about how we looked at all of our options. I feel good about the outcome. I feel really, really good about where we ended up with this and our future.
Is the Big 12 a happy family at this point? Is there some humor that needs to go on?
You know, we live in athletics. We beat each other up on Saturdays, and then we hug each other on Sundays. And this is competition, and we're good at that, and we're good at being friends when the competition's over. And the Big 12 ADs are going to be great. They've always been great. We have our differences, but those differences aren't carried outside of the meeting room. So I feel good about the relationships between the institutions and the people in the institutions.
And can I add to that? We've been in consultation with the presidents all throughout this, and I believe It's been a process with some uncertainty as to what the future would be. I would reflect that's true of our coaches. They've been terrific throughout this process. Anytime there's uncertainty, it's a stressful process. But I've been in contact on a daily, often multiple daily basis with our presidents, and I think actually we come out of this with a stronger bond and relationship than we went in.
How much more money will the university get out of this deal, and what are you going to do with that money?
I didn't feel the first part of it.
How much money will the university, or do you anticipate the university to get out of this deal? For how long, and what do you plan on doing with the extra money?
We don't have a new deal. We don't have a deal with the northern team. We feel very confident that this is a very positive move with our media rights and that they will be improved. As far as what we do with it, it will be the same as what we do with our distributions generally. We've been blessed that our athletics programs not just sustain themselves, but have balances, and we've used those to support the athletic programs, and we've used those to support academics on the
Everybody
campus.
said that we don't have a new deal, so what is this? Is this a new agreement?
Well-
Is it a new alignment, a new calculation?
The one part I do know is that, from Dan Beebe yesterday, is that the ABC ESPN contract continues as was. In other words, there are no reductions in it, and that's a very positive thing. We lose 15 or 20%, 15 or 17%, whatever the percentage is of our members, but the contract stays the same. And then we prior to the conversations, or prior to losing Nebraska and Colorado, we were having conversations with Fox about from 2012, Chris, to 2016. And those conversations will be ongoing and hopefully very positive. But we've got good vibes and good commitments from our network partners, and we're going to be, in the end, a conference that realizes or generates enough money on the TV side to be like Pac-10 or like Big Ten, Southeast Conference, ACC.
And even with the departures of the institutions, I think what DeLoss is trying to emphasize here is do not underestimate the existing platform from which this alignment, now reaffirmed with 10, will be working. The Big 12 is an excellent conference in the eyes of some important partners, media partners. Ratings of games this year were tremendous. The competition value, a central time zone is a media-friendly, fan-friendly time zone, an exposure-friendly time zone. This league, despite the choices of two of our members to move in a different direction, is not bereft of strength and brand strength and media strength. That has been affirmed by the people that do business with us and have been doing business with us since this league was committed to in 1994.